Moments with God, a time of reflection for every day.
March 31st. The danger of idleness. Behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom. Pride, fullness of bread, and abundance of idleness was in her and in her daughters, neither did she strengthen the hand of the poor and needy. And they were haughty, and committed abomination before me, therefore I took them away as I saw good. Ezekiel 16:49 and 50.
Have you ever dreamed of having so much money that you could travel, spend it, enjoy life's pleasures, and never have to work? Can you imagine what it would be like if your country were so prosperous that you could earn so much wealth without much effort? What would a society be like where there is plenty of bread and no one feels want? Around 1800 BC, in the region that is now the Dead Sea, there were fertile plains abundant with vines, palm trees, and olive groves, with cattle and sheep grazing in the meadows, and its cities were immensely wealthy. Luxuries from the east adorned their sumptuous palaces. The year was filled with festivals and celebrations, and work required little effort, as riches were easily acquired. There, with so much gold and silver, men and women indulged in the worst vices imaginable: idolatry, drunkenness, murder, rape, bisexuality, abuse, and so many others. Every day the bars opened, and every day seemed like a day of celebration. There, good and evil were indistinguishable. There, the laws protected the very vices they practiced. They had so much wealth that they did as they pleased in their vilest passions.
The useless and idle lives of its inhabitants made them victims of Satan's temptations. They disfigured the image of God and became more satanic than divine. Idleness is the greatest curse that can befall man, for vice and crime follow it. It weakens the mind, perverts the understanding, and degrades the soul.
Sodom and Gomorrah were large cities, but alongside them were smaller ones also tainted with the same moral corruption, where justice, goodness, and purity had been degraded. It was there that Lot, a son of God, went to live. He loved God, but his heart also loved the riches of the world. There he exposed his family to immorality and corruption, and all his children and wife were lost. There his daughters married men from Sodom and participated in their vile practices. There the character of his last daughters was so corrupted that they bore children by their own father.
Where there is wealth, there is vice. Therefore, it is better to choose a healthy place to live, far from corrupting influences for our children, because it is preferable to gain little in this world than to lose the eternal things that God has prepared.
Having so much and not working is not an advantage. Rather, it is a curse that causes one to lose their soul for eternity. The hardships of work are a blessing because they build our character and keep us occupied. Regardless of whether you have abundance or scarcity, you must work because it helps you resist many of Satan's temptations. Amen.
Thank you for listening to this audio. We invite you to share with your contacts and visit the website BibleWell.com.